What's up, guys? We're in France. It's my first time in France, my first time in Europe even, and I gotta tell you, it's been a really fun experience so far. I hear the language of romance all over the streets, these French people all around crowding the streets, and it's just beautiful. I'm taking in the sights, the smells, the sounds, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So join us.
Yeah, this is my second time in France, and it's about as I remember it.
One thing I really like about France is all the beautiful art and architecture around the city.
This street corner kind of reminds me of New Orleans. I don't know what the similarities between there and here might be. In the 1600s, the French showed up here to have this as their colony, but the natives weren't having it. So 45 Frenchmen built a fort on top of this very hill and fought off 700 natives. Say what you will about the French, but they sure do know how to colonize.
Yep. You heard that here first. I couldn't read any of that because it's only in French. So take that information.
But we know the true owners of this land are the English. Sir Walter Raleigh, the guy who had a large part to do with America's colonization by the English, actually came down here. He came down here and he made alliances with the natives. They are kind peoples, the English.
Over here you'll see the shore, the seashore. You'll see the seashore. And it's very, very gross. I think they should bring some equipment down there and tear up all the foliage so they can have an actual beach. Maybe there's a reason they don't do that.
So where we're at right now actually is sort of the meeting point of two different rivers. So there's a river that comes out here and there's a river that comes out right there. So when he says gross, he just means there's a lot of sediment buildup. There's dirt that's come down these rivers and it's all piling up right there. So it's not a sand beach. It's not like one of the typical beaches you'd think of as appealing. It's very, very fertile mud coming out of the Amazon rainforest, and it's very quickly growing over with mangroves and other swamp plants.
Yeah, so it is possible they just know that it would grow back too quickly and they don't want to deal with it. So, other than that, we're gonna show you the beautiful view overlooking the city of Cayenne.
Peppers.
A little bit about the history of French Guiana. When it was originally settled by the French, they only brought over 1,200 white French settlers, and they intended it to be a prison colony, much like Australia for the British. We actually visited in another video the prison that they had set up where the prisoners would do their time, and it was extremely brutal conditions. I think one of the main reasons it didn't succeed was because of the tropical environment. People died at a rate of something like 60%. We were told that over the course of 100 years, from 1850 to 1950, they brought over about 70,000 prisoners, and most of them just ended up dying. The system that they had in place was that you would do your term in the prison, and then you would do a term equal to your sentence in French Guiana. So they were trying to increase the population that way. A huge majority of the population of French Guiana is of African descent. They brought over a massive amount of slaves. The people of African descent wouldn't be affected by the diseases and the harsh climate as much as the Europeans would, so they died conceivably less. But I'm sure their death rate was also high. I don't have statistics on that. But because of that, it's a lot less diverse than the other Guianas. There is some Asian population here. If you go around, there's a lot of Vietnamese. Hello. There's a lot of Vietnamese and possibly Chinese. I don't speak French, so I haven't been able to get that. But there's also a lot of Brazilians. I've been hearing Spanish on the streets a lot, so I think a lot of Venezuelans as well. It's a pretty interesting place. It's very strange that this is part of France proper because it's obvious that it's much poorer than France.
Oh yeah, it's very beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's much poorer than France. You would never see a state in the United States having such a crazy difference in affluence. Like if Hawaii was this poor, it just wouldn't be. All right, we're following him.
He wants to show us something that's big and cool.
All right.
I don't know what it means.
Also, despite what people say, I've found that French people generally are pretty nice. Despite the stereotype that is extremely well known.
Filmez là-bas.
Uh-huh.
Jusqu'en fond là.
Something in there. You just go in there? Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Faites attention qu'il est ici. Vous avez de la lumière? Là-bas. Là. Regarde.
Trash?
Ici. Je pense qu'ici c'est l'autre. Tu vois? Là-bas.
Here, one second.
Attention, il avait fait un peu partout là.
There's poop in there, he said.
Oh, a lot of shit? Is that what he said?
Ah non, c'est pas. Là-bas, c'est pas là-bas. Là-bas, c'est pas. Regarde là-bas.
What is he?
I don't know.
Non? Non, non, non.
All right, so that guy took us into a room where homeless people throw all their stuff and shit. So maybe he lives there, I don't know. We don't speak French. So that was pretty weird.
But if you're coming to French Guiana, you gotta know French like us. Well, as we've mentioned, all three of the Guianas are the most diverse place on Earth. So, here in French Guiana, we're trying, by chance, Chinese food. The first place we walked into this morning was Brazilian food, and we're going to Brazil later in our trip, so we decided not to eat there, but instead, we ended up with Chinese.
Yep, got some really nice shrimp and rice.
And I have Cantonese beef and rice. Take
Bon
a quick bite.
appetit. Oh, the sauce is really good. Very creamy.
The beef is made really well. I genuinely think this might be my favorite meal of the Guianas so far. But I will say I do have a bias because Asian food in general is my favorite kind of food, and Chinese is my top two probably Asian foods. So there is, they had a huge leg up, I'll give them that. But we'll probably try some more French style food later on in the day. We'll see how that goes.
Maybe.
We're walking through the heart of the city of Cayenne peppers. And it's nice. It's just a small shopping district. It's a very quaint town. It's a population of only like 200,000 or something like that in the city. So.
Yeah, or 200,000 in the whole country, or region. I can't remember.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people. It's just a small French village, really, or a small French city.
Yep. When you see people walking the other direction, make sure to greet them. Say "Bonsoir, monsieur," and they'll love that. They love greeting each other. Small town vibes. They definitely don't get freaked out and scared when you greet them. Beautiful France, where the nanners grow free. Free for you and me. If you want to order bananas in France, just ask them for ananas.
Well, we've walked the entire length of this city here in France, and we are coming up on the beach. So you have like this kind of thing, this little outcropping, all the palm trees, beautiful tropical plants. You got these tropical islands out here. Same down this way. And then there's like a mountain over this way with all the trees. Well, the rain hath cometh, And once again, I'm in France being rained on, just like in the other French video.
I hope you enjoyed this segment of this video. It might be the last one, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We got a coconut we think has contents inside, and I'm gonna try to use this to crack it open. So let's see. I've never opened a coconut. If I lose most of the liquid, that's fine. Let's see. Okay.
It's like an onion, it's got layers. It'll make the end all the sweeter.
That's right. You guys like parfaits? Who doesn't like a parfait? Delicious. Coconut. Yeah, it wasn't a good coconut. You see the flesh inside, the meat? It's all brown.
Take a bite.
I think I'm good. I'm trying my first real champagne here in France. The Christmas special.
champagne. Yeah.
So, oh yeah, baby. I'm not a big drinker.
Try to waterfall it, but don't put your lips on, because I want to try a little bit.
Also, public drinking in France is legal. It's pretty strong. Like, it's really strong. Way stronger than American champagne. Here, let's let Lang try it.
You gotta spill a little champagne on yourself if you're in France.
Christmas champagne.
Ew. I let it run down my hands. It's probably even dirtier than if I just shared mouth to mouth to him. Yeah, I don't like it, but here we go. Real champagne in France.
I don't dislike it, but I would never choose it over a beer, I think. If I had some orange juice, maybe, that would be good. Tell me what you guys think of that in France. Do you guys do mimosas? But here, I'll be like a French wino. This is wine, right? Bublé. Michael Bublé. We're ready to feast on our French meal here in France. I got a potato lasagna, 2 macaroons, or some would say macarons, and a pain au chocolat. My pronunciation, always terrible. I don't know French, but let me try that. Everybody always, I see videos about these all the time. Obviously the croissant is the most famous, he got one, but I see videos about this specifically on Instagram a lot, so let me see if it's worth the hype. It just tastes like a croissant with chocolate. It's fine. It's okay. You try something while I chew.
These people have seen me eat so much French food already. Here's what Justin would call a macaron.
Vive la France.
It's a good one.
I don't think I've ever actually had a macaroon.
These are better than McDonald's ones, for sure. I like the McDonald's ones. I like the McDonald's ones.
Yeah, I would actually hope that it would be better than the McDonald's one. This is a bakery.
McDonald's
This is
ones
a
are
French bakery in France.
Yeah, that's true. It is.
And you got a German cake.
Yeah?
Here, let me try. I don't think I've ever actually had a macaroon.
It's because of my Teutonic blood.
Oh, you know what? This pistachio drink. That's delightful. That's good. I like that.
Yeah. I like macaroons a lot. When I was in French club, so the after school version of French class, we made those. So.
Well, let me try my potato lasagna. Smells pretty good. I don't know what they use to season it, but kind of tastes like curry.
You know what they say? You can take the pole out of the marshes, But you can't take the potato out of the soul of the pole.
Champagne in France.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. I changed my mind about this champagne, by the way. Now that I'm 3/4 of the way through the bottle, not 3/4, 2/3 the way through the bottle. I think this is not a good champagne. I mean, it might be great, like it might be a great champagne, but I don't like it. Croissant.
It's all right. It's not Paris, but
Pretty close.
it's close enough. It's still French. You can tell it's French.
You gotta do a bread pull. I think in the videos online, normally it's like freshly baked, and you do the bread pull and it's steaming and stuff. But let me try my lemon macaroon. The pistachio one was very good. This is a good dessert. Yeah, I'm a big fan of macaroons. This was really tasty.
You heard it here first. Macaroons taste good.
Macaroon.
So we are in a French graveyard. Everybody says when they come to France, you know, they go and they visit that place with all the skulls and stuff.
Oh, the catacombs?
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is one of those types of places where you can come and really commune with the dead. There's also a very famous graveyard in Paris where a lot of famous people are buried. But this is a different area of France. So we're out here to see what this one's all about. You can see this is a very beautiful area. The sun hits it well.
Yeah, for sure. This is really nice. They have fake flowers in front of all the graves to make it really colorful. It really pops. Also here, wait, stop for a second. I wanted to point this out. It's not lit up, but they have a really nice like candle during. That just jumped out at me because I think it's kind of cool having like a big light up candle here. I don't know if that's for Christmas specifically or if they always have that up, but yeah, this is a nice graveyard. The graves are really old. Like the first one way up at the front where you think the newer graves would be, it was a guy born in like, I think he died in 1930.
Are you talking about the one we were just looking at?
Yeah,
You're doing the math
ones.
on?
One of the first ones.
It was a guy who died in 1939 and he was born in 1871.
Yeah, so pretty old graves. I imagine there's probably some older ones in here, like maybe this one that's unmarked, it looks like. I could imagine this one being pretty old. But yeah, generally this is a really, really nice graveyard. Like everything is really well maintained. Oh look, this one has a picture of it. That's cool. It's nice to put a face to the words, I think. But it looks like
Died in 1958.
yeah. And they still have his grave really well maintained. That's nice.
Only 54 years old.
More than some, less than others.
Right here is a monument for the dead soldiers and sailors of France. It's very nice, it's well maintained, and it makes sense. French Guiana is actually the place that the French Foreign Legion comes and gets all of its jungle warfare training. There's a lot of soldiers that come here. You're walking around town last night. We saw at a brothel, there was quite a few sailors from the French Navy, officers in uniform. So I think this might be a Christmas thing. We're not gonna probably make it up to it in time because it's been going for a little while, but right here, they're doing like a Santa motorcycle parade. All these people are going by, yeah, see, it just ended. They're all going by on their motorcycles, revving the engines, being very loud.
Christmas
but
hats
yeah,
on,
they're wearing
and
the
Christmas,
Santa
some
hat.
Christmas codes. Viva Christmas!
Joyeux Noël.
Oh, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. It was nice. Pretty loud, but cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cultural thing that they do down here, I guess, around Christmas time. So, you know.
Honestly, in our whole Guyana so far, all of the Guyanas has been like very good about Christmas. A lot of decorations have been up.
So we saw in a window a red Corona, and we came in here. It's 20 euros for one, and we're gonna try that.
But he's making me up a drink.
Because
¿Qué es esto?
I drink in this.
All right.
Salud.
Salud.
We met some very nice Haitians, our amigas.
Photo.
Yeah, video.
Salud.
Salud.
¿Es alcohol?
Oh, que fuerte. It's very strong. It's some sort of soda with
It's strong, eh?
¿Qué es esto?
Rum.
Haitian rum.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Papa cool.
You want to try a fresh?
Ice? I'm okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
It's very, very strong.
Chug it down.
I'm gonna chug it down. I'm gonna give them some of the red Corona. It's 20 euros for this one red Corona, so I'm gonna let them try it as well.
What? Speak English.
Yes.
Hello.
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 I tell you, my friend. You want to see?
Your friend? Yeah.
No.
Ella es hermosa.
Yo vine acheter na elle. Yo habite Miami. Yo vine acheter yo. Vamos tu.
Do you have an opener for this?
All right. They're gonna drink the
Okay.
cerveza now.
Okay.
Koto ye la na elle, nan fête la?
Here, try it.
Here, give her. Give her.
E bo
Pretty
di
cool.
sa men ta la bre lo, li nan fête la deja, li nan
Let it cool down a little bit.
sal la deja.
He's gonna let it. Un
La
peu
ton mi
froid.
froid, la
Ah,
ton
okay.
mi froid.
Okay. Santé.
Salut.
Salut.
Corona rojo.
Salut.
There you go. Salut.
Chin.
Oh, it tastes really different.
La bagou, no?
That's interesting. Qué interesante.
Santé, oui.
It's muy diferente que.
Hey,
It doesn't
Logan.
taste like alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know.
How are you?
It tastes like maybe punch, like a weird.
Ça va?
¿Te gustas?
There you go. This is all the information I can give you. Yeah, it's interesting. It does. It definitely tastes different. Very different than normal Corona, for sure. All right, guys, that's gonna be it from here in France. We're gonna head off to Brazil.
Yep. I gotta tell you guys, all the stereotypes are true. France is just such a beautiful, wonderful place. I definitely recommend coming. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.
Just Life out. Well, guys, this is Justin's first time here in France. So he really likes to try McDonald's at every country he goes to. So we came here and we're getting some McDonald's.
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese here in France?
They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese.
No, man. They got the metric system. They don't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is. They call it a royale with cheese.
A Royale with cheese.
Shit. You know what they call a Big Mac?
A Big Mac.
Le Big Mac. Alright, let me try my quarter pounder with cheese. Oh, this is my barbecue burger. This is my first time. I'm really hungry. We haven't eaten today at all, so I got quite a lot of food. I'm hoping it's as good as American style. It looks pretty good, honestly. Pretty meaty. It's not as good as in America, but it'll work. It'll do.
And did you get any new items that aren't in America?
Yeah, there's-
Hurry up, because I don't want to eat with flies on my food.
There's two things. There's a Chinese sauce and a curry sauce. They're both alright. And then they have a Kit Kat, like McFlurry, but they don't blend it up. It's good.
And the barbecue sandwich.
And the barbecue sandwich.
All right. And that's all, folks, from here.
This was the best item.
That's it from France. What do you think of French food?
It's alright. I don't get what the hype's about, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. There's a lot of flying.